AultCare Wish-A-Thon. Benefiting wishes can happen. One of the great things about this event is we get to meet so many great people who are impacted by the volunteers and hard work at Wishes Can Happen. And we're joined now by another. Renee is here. And Renee, we are so thankful that you came down to share your story with us, because that really is the catalyst for all of this, is the memories and the great things that you hold on to.
Thank you for having me.
So how did you get involved with Wishes Can Happen?
My daughter Erika was granted a wish 3 years ago through Wishes Can Happen.
Okay.
Which is a very rare brain condition. And basically the cerebellum tonsils in the back of her neck go down too far into her spinal area, and it bends her brain stem to where the flow, the body flow, the fluids don't travel like they're supposed to. And so it causes her a lot of medical issues. So.
Okay. And then, so
Madeline reached out to us and told us that Erika was nominated for a wish. So we had to take paperwork to the doctor. We didn't know who did it. And when I gave the paperwork to the neurosurgeon, it was actually the neurosurgeon that had nominated Erika. So
that's really cool. So then what was the wish?
A camper.
Okay, so obviously
gotta wrap around that one a little bit.
Okay, yes. Talk a little bit more about this.
Okay, so originally she had wanted to go on a trip with her whole family. She, with her brain surgery, she did have a spinal fusion, so she was in a halo for quite some time. So she didn't want to travel with a halo and all that stuff. So we had to wait a little bit. Well, by the time it was time to give her wish, she said, "I want a camper." So it totally was like 360 away from what she had originally planned.
Did that catch you off guard? Because I feel like I in my life have never said I need a camper in my life.
Yeah, are you sure, Erika? She said, "I'm positive."
Okay.
I said, "Are you sure?" So I said, "Well, we're going to give it a couple days, and we'll think about it, because once you turn it in, they get moving."
Yeah, you don't have time to say, "Well, we decided." Yeah.
So we waited a couple days, and she said, "Mom, did you call Madeline?" And I said, "No, I have not." So another day went by. She asked again, and she says, "Okay, if you don't call Madeline, I got her number," because by this time she had Madeline's number.
Of course.
So I said, "Well, I better get on it." And I made the phone call, and within 24 hours, Madeline was at General RV and said, "You need to get up here like right now. I have the perfect camper." 24 hours.
Wow.
She said, "Bring everybody you know."
And this would be why there is no waiting list.
Yeah. Yeah, Madeline doesn't give anybody time
Madeline does not mess around.
No. As we say, she's a force of nature, but my gosh, 24 hours, that's crazy. So tell us about this camper.
It is a 40-foot park model camper. We have a very big family, so everybody.
That makes sense.
Yep, everybody has room. It's at Big Arbs Campground in East Rochester. Absolutely love it there. Camp every weekend.
I love it.
That's
Erika
awesome.
loves it. Erika loves to sit on the back deck, read books. She just bought herself a hammock, so now she lays
Great
in a
investment.
hammock.
How old is she?
Erika is now 18.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. And when did you get this this wish?
3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
3 years ago.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is really, really cool. And the fact that you're still using it, and it just shows the impact that this can have.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, and so as a wish mom, I always like to ask people, what would you say to people who have never donated to Wishes Can Happen before? How can you kind of move them to understand what this meant for you?
Having a wish child, it's very stressful. Our life changes dramatically, and you get caught up with going to doctors and just not knowing what the next day, next hour, next minute might bring you. So this was nice to be able just to have a place to go, get away, not think. And for us, I'm grateful because it's something we can continue to do. A lot of times people do the trips, which I think are phenomenal. Erika actually had thought about doing a trip, but she can't do the rides like at Disney and things like that because of her condition. So it would have been more for all of us than it would have been for her. So this wish just keeps giving to our family, and that's what makes it really nice. It's just a getaway. It's nice to be able to go somewhere and not have to worry like you worry all the time at home.
Yeah. So if you have ever thought about giving, this should tell you where your dollars go. Because, again, if you didn't know, Wishes is a volunteer organization. The money does not go in their pocket. It goes straight to the Wishes. And you can see the impact that they have. And I'm assuming she just has a blast down there.
Yeah, we have a phenomenal time. And my dad has now decided to he bought a camper.
Please tell me you're able to get a spot right next to it.
Well, I was, and I moved quickly.
Okay.
We had him for 2 years, and then he moved around the corner. He didn't move that quick.
Well, you want some, like when you go to college, you want some distance. You don't want to be too far because you want to be able to visit.
No.
But
you want to visit.
No.
But you want a little space.
I love my dad. I don't want no distance there. I need him right there.
Could you just double the size of this current lot so we can just fit another one on here? That would be fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, he actually camps right next to us every weekend.
That's
so
beautiful.
That's great.
It's just nice for all of us to just go up, get away, and have a really good time.
That's fantastic. Renee, Dave, thank you so much for taking the time for stopping down today and sharing the story. And if you've ever considered donating, you get to help great stories like Renee and Erika's story. Every day wishes can happen. Their volunteers are working so hard to make things like this come true. And as you can now prove, it doesn't take long to get it done. Duck out for a couple minutes. Going to check in with John Bazika from News Talk 1480. He is at Wishes on the Road Friends and Family Credit Union in Massillon. And John, how are things going out there?
Day one of our Wishes Can Happen Wish-A-Thon, and this is John.